Recently, it was brought to my attention that some medical professionals are trying to change the term for PTSD brought on by medical trauma from medical PTSD to illness-induced PTSD. And as a person with medical PTSD, I think that's bullshit. And even if the clinical term were to be changed, I will never refer to my PTSD as being illness-induced. Because it was not. I do not have PTSD because I have chronic illnesses. My chronic conditions did not cause this. Abusive, neglectful, gaslighting, shitty medical professionals caused my PTSD. And honestly, this whole thing just comes off as a cheap attempt at deflecting blame off of where it belongs on the medical professionals who are causing people trauma, and putting it onto patients and their conditions. And I will not stand for that. I will not abide by that. I am going to continue to speak my truth. I am going to continue to place blame where it unequivocally belongs. And I will not say that my PTSD is illness-induced. If it was illness-induced, I would have trauma responses to my conditions, to the symptoms of my conditions, and to mentions of my conditions. But I don't. What I do experience trauma responses to are doctor's visits. The sights and sounds and feelings associated with doctor's visits. Hearing other people talk about medical procedures I have had that were traumatic or difficult for me. So, can someone please explain to me why, if my PTSD is illness-induced, I only have trauma responses to medical professionals? That's really weird. It's almost like my PTSD was caused by medical professionals and not my illness. Wow. Jokes aside, it's really frustrating to me that people in the medical profession have such a strong aversion to taking accountability that they're totally willing to ignore such serious systemic issues, that they will change the name of a whole condition just to avoid the implication of blame being placed on them. But regardless, I will never have illness-induced PTSD. I will forever have medical PTSD.